Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot, and this is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Now, of course, to all the Leo suns out there, happy birthday. Whether it's just gone or whether it's coming, happy birthday anyway. Sorry I'll miss it, or I have missed it, but happy birthday. So, general reading rules apply. If someone else appears in your reading, roles can get reversed and I can think I'm talking about them and I mean you, and vice versa, because the cards don't come with name tags. And timing is hardly absolute in tarot or in any form of divination really, but this is being filmed for August, but it's relevant whenever you find it, maybe, because this reading either is for you or it isn't. There's a past and a present on this spread. If the past and the present don't fit, don't try and make it fit. It doesn't mean that 3 or 4 months down the line it won't be, that it would still not be relevant to you if all of a sudden things have changed so the past and the present do now fit, in which case remember this reading and come back to it. But if it's not something that makes sense to you, don't try and make it fit. Go and watch your moon sign or your rising sign. In fact, always watch your rising sign. There's a link down below for a free birth chart. But yeah, always watch your rising sign, the most important in ancient astrology. So where this reading is different, the whole thing is for you, like I just said, but also I would like you to ask a question. So take a moment, think about all of the questions that surround you, pause the video if you have to, and focus on one of them. Just be aware of all of them, because the cards will answer what they please. Not necessarily what you and I think is the most important one, but that's why there's the act of isolating them and then choosing one. Focus on it because it gives energy to the process, and hopefully I will return that energy back to you. Of course, if I don't, and if the reading's not for you, then the universe will find a way, so don't worry about it. It's not a wasted exercise. Other housekeeping, there is a link down there to the Facebook page for this channel. I post these videos, obviously, and all the astrology videos that I watch. Certainly the astrology forecasts, or weather reports as they call them. I certainly watch all of those and try to share them on every time. I mean, sometimes I'm on the bus on my phone. Well, maybe not on the bus on the at the moment, but, you know, I try and share them where I can. That's it. Let's bring up your cards. I can't think of any other housekeeping to talk about now. As I recall, you have had a few rougher readings this year, Leo. And although the cards look like they're hinting back on that, I honestly don't think that is what they're saying. We start with the Two of Swords, where it is suggesting that there's something that you're blind to, but that's not the meaning that I'm getting from it. I'm feeling that there is something that you have recognized that you're planning for and that you are choosing to be blind to. You are saying, no, I'm not engaging with that right now. Whatever it is. So if there's someone kicking and screaming in the background, for example, leave them to it. You know, they'll get over it eventually. But everything here is, despite the fact that, you know, sun's in your sign and it's your birthday month and what have you, everything here is screaming patience. We have, the first card that came out of the Fallen Angel Oracle, Sabnok, discretion. Now I want to read what it says about him. So, this card shows that restraint is called for to overcome the particular challenge that lies ahead. And that is backed up by the God force that is your ally, that is trying to support you. We have Uranus with remoteness. You know, that stepping back. This is really what the whole reading is saying. Step back. We have grounding your light from the Sacred Spirit Oracle. And what is trying to work against you is Eris with strife. Weird, because for Cancer, she's working in their favour. But there's a big difference between the god that's assisting you and the mask that the Archons are wearing to suppress you. And here, Eris is an archontic mask. So this discord, this disharmony, just take a step back, because I feel that it is bringing some pains to the surface, but it's bringing them to the surface in a way where conflict is being offered, but you also have the ability to just go, yeah, not doing that anymore. You have wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups here. There is an opportunity right now for wish fulfillment, but that is only going to be found by you stepping back and not engaging in whatever these rapid changes have been recently. There's something that you've been working towards, and we've got 88 here and 88 in your past. So your recent past is mirroring your past, or as I call it, your relevant past. So let's have a look at that relevant past, because 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. So there was something that you was working towards. This is interesting. There was something that you was working towards in the past that turned out a lot better than you expected. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But with the 2 10s, it also indicates that it had an end. So there was a goal that you worked towards that you can see that you achieved it and it ended well. But for you to thoroughly nurture you in this situation, once you got that joy, once you got that tremendous result, you went, right, and now I've finished and I'm walking away from it, because there's other things that I need to nurture. There's now who is it that Queen of Pentacles is reminding me of? So whatever it is that you was working towards, it worked better than you thought it did way back there in the past. That's why. Because it's reminding me of the blonde doctor on Star Trek Picard. Yes, I'm a geek. I mean, hey, who'd have thought? And she was given a vision in the first series of some Armageddon or apocalypse that was coming. And it made her to start off with betray everything that she had been working towards to start off with. And then she went through a process of redemption. Now, I'm not saying that your path was anywhere near as dramatic as that, but there was something that you wanted to nurture and redeem or bring into the light, that this previous dream, as wonderful as it was, and it was wonderful, but there was something else calling you along. I mean, I'm looking at this 8 of Cups card, and what I've got going through my head is the theme song to The Littlest Hobo. Down the road is where I'll always be. So there was something that was calling you and pulling you along, where you was like, no, I'm guided to this, but it's something that I've got to do on my own. And it's something where you ended up in, yet again, what you thought was going to be a better place. And it was a better place. Despite the success that you'd had before, this was a better place. But it was forcing you to look at things a lot differently. And then your own natural inertia kicks in, and progress was slower than what you was expecting, but you kept getting guided to stay on this path for your own manifestation, despite another 8. So we've got 5 8s here in a line all the way down. You have been pushed. Now, I cannot remember for the life of me what angel number 88 is, but look it up, and if someone would be so kind as to put it in the comments down below, because I bet I'll forget. I'll try and remember, but I won't. But things kept moving really, really fast recently. And it was almost like you had to go, whoa, hang on a minute, I'm not sure I can go with all this change right now. And you were taking the decision that you can act, but do you need to act, when maybe spending some time healing and just spending some time back to within yourself would be the better idea. It would be the work that you need to perform. But as I say, right now, the underlying situation is that you have that option for wish fulfillment, but there is change coming, definite change coming. And now we're going from 8s to 9s, 9 of cups, 9 of wands, nearly there with the death card. Change is coming, but that change most comes from you stepping back, standing back, using that remoteness, not being drawn into the strife that Eris promises, making the effort to ground your light, and as the Foxfire Oracle is saying, tending the future. So interestingly, we also have from the Moonology, a new romantic cycle begins. So hey, and there's so much personal development going on in here that why wouldn't a new stage of your love life come around if you're doing the work on yourself? And a win-win outcome is forecast, because both cards jumped out. They stuck to one another. I always take that. So, but there is a devil card right in the near future with this change. So let's have a look at what this devil card is saying. Right, so here's one. So we've got 2 of wands. So the past and the future can make one intelligent and bold. Now, I really do feel that the boldness is something that you maybe need to avoid right now, because of this being called for remoteness, this standing back, this grounding your light business is something that you have to really avoid the trap of diving in, because again, that remoteness is emphasized by the star here, saying that with this change there's a new beginning with the Fool that you can surge forward on. So surging forward isn't right now. Surging forward is soon, once the change happens, and then you can go, and there's my cue. So yeah, you may be mentally conflicted about this a little bit, but there's a new dream that you're wanting to go ahead with, where, now it's the Emperor, but I'm really drawn to the cracks in the leaded glass. So it's almost like, it doesn't matter what my empire is, I'm having something new. I've got a new dream that I want to bring into blossom here. And that allowing a freedom around you, again, from that remoteness and the not engaging with the strife and the grounding your light, actually really brings a good harvest for you. It's like, now I've said this card has come up a lot. This is the first time this month's readings, first time I've used this particular tarot deck, Lightseer's Tarot, and I keep saying how this death card, as you can see, it's a hooded figure that offers a portal to a new place. The red hood reminds me of the Time Trapper out of DC, who reboots things. That's one of the things he does. He changes history. And that allows you to take on what part of the burden you want and leave the rest of the burden at home. Queen of Staves, Queen of Wands. You know, this being able to bring manifestation into place. And the joy that you got last time in the past, you can get it again. But this will be from the work that you put in through concentrating on your own inner light and not engaging with the strife that's around you. Because you don't have to cut away old dreams. You just need to know when to act. And it's almost like the time to act is not right now. You know you're going through a transformation, but you're almost getting dragged along by this transformation. And you need to worry about those forces that are natural and not natural, i.e. those forces that rise up from within you, or those forces that come from someone else. There may well be some, like, I recognize other people's manipulations. That's what I'm getting from this Three of Pentacles here, which is a curious one. I've never had that before, because you know Three of Pentacles is all about recognition. But other people are trying to point out to you where is the value, And, you know, things have been torn away and stripped away, but you are aware of the guidance that they are not aware of. There is a new beginning being offered. They're not feeling positive about it, but you are. And you are worried right now about using your power to react too rash, and that your own inner guidance is not that you're only listening to yourself and you're not listening to your soul or spirit or God or the angels or wherever you perceive your guidance to be coming from, which is ultimately from parts of yourself, but those parts of yourself that are God, or that are the universe, or that are your six-dimensional higher self, or however you want to visualize it. But the final outcome here is that there is an emotional resolution to pick up a specific burden. But this is after you go through all of this process. And that there is a rebirth in finally coming to terms with some fear, some loss, some... I don't want to say loss. I mean, it's fear and nightmares, Nine of Swords. But I almost feel that... Well, there's two ways I can interpret this. This angel here that's crying is chained. So it's almost like that you are chaining those external influences, but you are at the same time getting a rebirth to break those chains yourself. I can see that as an external force that you are limiting, and as you getting ready to break free from it. There's obviously some form of grief here that you need to deal with, but it doesn't appear in the current situation. It's probably from this change, but this is again why you need to refrain from flying off the handle, engaging in the conflict, from any form of rash act. There's got to be balance, and you're aware right now of how there has got to be balance, because that conflict is going to come, but a rebirth is on offer with Hagenti here, with renewal. Or Hagenti, I should say. This is a beautiful reading, Leo, but it's going to be some hard work. But the hardest work to start off with appears like it's going to be keeping your mouth shut and not engaging. Which is weird. Yeah, I think Taurus got this as well. It was being told, "Ooh, no, you know, don't engage." But here it's not even don't engage, it's be remote. Just stand back and concentrate on your own light and let them do whatever the hell that they're going to do. Yeah, that's everything apart from, I did say here, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment is underlying your situation right now. There is a chance for that wish fulfillment once you recognise it. But it's going to take time, as that Knight of Pentacles, wherever it was, will show. But we've also got Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. Together with the Tower, this is a changing time. But you can lose things now, preferably by not engaging, rather than by engaging and losing something that you actually wanted to keep. So if this makes sense for you, Leo, comment down below. Obviously go watch your rising sign now, and your Chinese zodiacs will be out soon. Cheers.